Hi there and welcome to Apple World. Azealia Banks just ventured into the Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion circumstance, and she fundamentally affirmed what we've all been talking about briefly. She guaranteed that Nicki's concern isn't really with Megan, but with Roc Nation, and likewise with Z and Beyonce. Azealia had a ton to say regarding this, guaranteeing that Nicki has had hamburger with the Carters for quite a while, and she has furtively been fixated on Z for a really long time. Young lady, you all need to get in on his theatrics on the grounds that Azealia pulled out all the stops, and she uncovered each and every mysterious that Nicki has been attempting to stow away for quite a while, so it seems as though we are at last beginning to get to the main issue at hand with regards to Nicki Minaj's problem with Megan Thee Stallion. And like I told you all before, the hamburger is about Roc Nation, and Megan is only a substitute for Nicki to communicate her disappointment. For clear reasons, she can't conflict with Roc Nation, since that would mean conflicting with Z and Beyonce head-on. What's more, she's more brilliant than that, and we sort of began to sort that out when she continued to carry Roc Nation into the show unwarranted after Megan dropped his. Nicki went on a tirade, and in one of her tweets, she said, "You all need to raise relatives, and lying on your dead mother, she advised me to drink and go to the center. On the off chance that I was pregnant, all since I wouldn't allow your out-of-control butt to pour alcohol down my throat. B thinks she's a domineering jerk cause she gets a Stone Country early lunch consistently. B distraught at party, he told all your tea yet you going after my family. Get up on your good foot. Go apologize to your mom, dreadful snake." The way that she felt like Megan was harassing her in light of Roc Nation said a lot. Yet that was not the last time, since she additionally called Roc Nation out for advance Megan's tune, despite the fact that Megan is a Stone Country silly, and they must advance her. Nicki shared a screen capture of a promotion by Roc Nation and said she's burning through such a lot of cash, but she's a little broke free craftsman. Desiree, you gotta let it go, child. The world knows she's Buddy and can't rap quits attempting to get going. I just put out a tune with no promotion. No video is now number 2 for the people who don't realize. Desiree Perez is the president of Roc Nation, and Nicki has been blaming Desiree for having a go at attempting to substitute her for a really long time. Nicki likewise got down on Desiree and took steps to uncover her platitude on the following tune. I dive into every individual Desiree purportedly terminated for obscure reasons, different things too, such as countless individuals were bushwhacked and wounded by her. Supposedly, she's ready to go belly up to attempt to supplant me. Fix it. Jesus. She then went on a tirade and blamed Roc Nation for paying individuals to run a slanderous attack on her, and the paid for TikTok and the paid for tweets, to where individuals got their little $250 for the 4 they tweet to say something terrible about Nicki Minaj. And afterward, the following day was like, no doubt at any rate. I'm G-right, I'm standing by, listening to books, so I don't have any idea why any one of that, and endlessly. I'm not discussing any rapper, I'm discussing an organization or organizations as of now. It was unquestionable that Nicki's main problems were against Beyonce and Z, and fans at long last begun to clock how she has been sneak dissing Beyonce for quite a long time. For instance, when Beyonce and Megan dropped the Melody Savage remix, Beyonce said, "Huge B, and that B represents groups. If you have any desire to see some genuine ass child, here's your opportunity." Well, 7 days after the fact, at Dio Feline and Nicki dropped their tune, Say So, and in Nicki's line, she said, "Why you discussing center point body counterfeit with all those fillers right in front of you?" Simply loaded with disdain that genuine butt ain't keeping your ninja home, now you looking senseless. That is a word to silicone. It got trickier when a few sources guaranteed that Nicki had unexpectedly chosen to change her section without a second to spare after Savage remix drop. However, that wasn't the last time that Nicki named dropped Beyonce on the grounds that in the tune, press play Nicki nam dro Beyonce, saying they say, "For what reason mightn't you at any point be far off? Daddy wasn't no financial specialist. Mom wasn't no entrepreneur." What a nitwit. Right now, individuals have begun to come to an obvious conclusion. What's more, they acknowledged exactly how gravely Nicki had it for Z and Beyonce. Azealia Banks at long last entered the visit and dropped her input on the show, affirming our hypotheses that Nicki has hamburger with the Carters. She went live on Instagram and dismissed things by uncovering that Nicki's issues with Z began on the grounds that he safeguarded her, then boyfriend mild plant after he put pause on Nicki, and this kept Nicki from uncovering docile and talking about her reality. Azealia additionally guaranteed that Nicki frantically needs to be a stone country silly, and she is as yet pungent in light of the fact that she isn't. Nicki has relaxed. Like I could simply feel that she's lucky felt slighted by Jay just by his relationship with mild plant. You know, but on the other hand, she's simultaneously been attempting to squirm her direction in, like Nicki needs to be a stone country young lady terrible. Now we sort of pee this tea about her and Compliant Factory. Particularly since there were reports that Roc Nation got her narrative dropped in light of the fact that she was going to talk on Tame Plant, and they could never have that several years down the line. Nak posted a piece from the narrative where she discussed being involved with a man who used to put pause on her. So when my mom would let my dad be vicious with her and she generally raises the story as a young lady, I would come before I would remain before my mom and go this way, and I promise. Why? Like that is the reason I'm similar to perhaps certain individuals would depict me as grating or whatever, since I promised. No man could at any point call out to me out me treat. That's what I like. And afterward, out of nowhere, that was my life. Easygoing Plant got the shade, and he sent an order to stop all activities to Nicki in an attempt to keep her from discussing what is going on this May. Nicki was irate, so she went crazy on him on Twitter, saying you're a comedian and you do it for likes. Twitter fingers ladies are terrified of men. You your own sister and taped it, spit on her and taped it, kicked me before your mom and sent her to the clinic sucking Drake's D, caused you to feel extreme again. Continue on, you can never remain on your own. You is around, you know, see you soon, so's per Azealia. This is the genuine explanation that Nicki was frantic, and assuming you're asking why she took it out on Megan, Azealia guaranteed that Nicki was envious on the grounds that it's been a very long time since Daisy openly co-signed a female rap. Nicki was vexed that it wasn't her, and on top of that, like it's been years since Jay-Z has co-signed freely co-marked any female rapper, and the way that it's Megan, like it very well, maybe anyone, I mean it very well, maybe it might me you at any point realize, I mean, it very well maybe it terrible child, it very well may be whoever. The way that somebody, some young lady that isn't Nicki, got Jay-Z's public cosign, some female rapper, it's not Nicki got Jay-Z's public cosign, makes Nicki desirous. However, there's even more going on the grounds that Azealia guaranteed that Nicki felt deserted, and Jay-Z saw him not give a she's truism. Can Milkale, like, better believe it just to see him not give it that easygoing Plant, probably purportedly, I don't be aware of. Azealia additionally guaranteed that Nicki's circumstance had nothing to do with Megan Cardi or different ladies that Nicki contends with on the grounds that everything unquestionably revolves around the Hollywood monsters who are keeping her down, yet Nicki continues to take it out on different ladies. And I've said that endlessly time again, like quit contending with these young ladies, since there's actually no need to focus on these young ladies about the white men behind them need to eat your food. Like yet there's really no need to focus on DOA. There's really no need to focus on Cardi, it's about Lucas Gold and Craig Kaman. Those are the two that you should resemble stressed over. You understand what I'm talking about, yet, definitely she needs the insurance of a stone country, she needs the organized, she needs the association and the notoriety, and you Liz. She then, at that point, affirmed the bits of gossip that Nicki is going through a few monetary battles. Yet she has been faking. It's reasonable Nicki's up likes. She's like up monetarily, you know, understood that when she is broiling the jar of cream corn in the Teflon container. You can tell just by anything continues to occur with Nicki's butt that she's right now, since there's something exceptionally amiss with the butt. And I don't have any idea what it is, nevertheless I troll. I do know that medical procedure to get that there is a chunk of change dislike, you know, a boob decrease or like changing out for new pair, the new sets of packs dislike a rhinoplasty, no. I know that methodology, particularly simply considering that you know exactly the number of little pockets of just moved stuff there that presumably resemble definitely. That is an exceptionally monotonous thing, and it's likewise similar to an extremely hazardous method that she can't stand to have right now. Azealia spilled a ton of tea, and it choked fans, saying Nicki in a real sense believes individuals. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.